Hey guys, Mandy here. We're doing another edition of the Golden Vlog series with Faith. Today we are doing February's prompts, and don't really have a theme as far as Valentine's Day, but they do kind of go for like childhood memories, which is cool. So let's get started. I grew up in and around Atlanta. I was born in Norcross, and then we lived there for a few years, and finally for high school I moved down to southern Georgia to live with my father for a while. So I've lived all over Georgia, but that's where I'm from. Go Falcons and Braves and Bulldogs. I currently live in Missouri. I moved here for my husband, even though we weren't married at the time, but we met on a game and fell in love, and I moved here for him, so that's how I got here. I'll include a link below for the full story, so I'll be looking for that. I have 6 siblings. 6. 7 if you include my sister-in-law. I'm the oldest of the siblings on my side of the family, so that's super fun. I have 2 half-brothers, a half-sister, 2 step-sisters, and a step-brother. So family gatherings are quite extensive. Kind of. I guess, I mean, my husband calls me love or wifey. My mom calls me Manna or Manadoos or something along those lines. When I was little, she used to call me Manda Pete. I've been trying out a new one at school called Amy, but it's not really sticking. I don't know. I'm not being... I don't know. I haven't warmed up to it yet, so, but yeah, those are it. I have always had cats. My mom adopted a cat right before I was born. Her name was Candy Cane. She was a calico, and we had her for 13 years. So I grew up with her, and then after she passed away, my mom adopted another cat who was a couple years old when we got her, but she recently passed away a few years ago, and then right before that, she has now another cat. She's a Tory. Her name is Tessa, and my mom refers to her as my sister, so, which is kind of strange. So whenever she texts me, "You'll never believe what your sister just did," I have to ask her if she's talking about one of my sisters or the cat. I think the funniest one is from when my brother was trying to teach me or help me learn how to ride my bike without training wheels. It's like I said before, I'm the oldest, so he still had his training wheels on his bicycle, and when we took mine off, I was practicing, and he said the cutest little thing. He was riding around our yard, and he said, "Manda, just watch me, it's easy." And he's riding around the yard, and I just couldn't help but laugh because he still has training wheels on his bike. So that was just the funniest thing to me, and it's the funniest thing we talk about when we all get together. Oh gosh, I definitely didn't think I would be here in Missouri. I definitely thought that I would be staying in Georgia and get married around age 23 and have babies and all of that. But as I got older, those plans changed, of course. God takes you where He wants you to be, and you have to go. So here I am. Oh my goodness, embarrassing memory. I can't really think of an embarrassing memory right off the top of my head. I usually try to laugh through them and make the best of the situation. So you'll have to come back for that one. I mentioned before that my husband and I met on a game. We were friends for 2 years. Both of us had been in other relationships at the time, and finally we were both single at the same time, so we started talking, and he drove down Easter weekend, and we spent the whole weekend together and just kind of hit it off, connected. And ever since then, we've talked on Skype and everything for a year, and then finally I moved up to Missouri to be with him. So that's how I got here. There's a link below for a more detailed, what are you doing? A more detailed version of that story, and of course you can always browse the blog for more stories about our love. But we have no plans for Valentine's Day. Absolutely none. And that's okay with me because I prefer the discounted chocolate the next day. My favorite Valentine's Day memory is also one of the reasons I hate Valentine's Day, and it's not a holiday that I celebrate anymore. One year I worked at a Kroger, and I worked in the floral department. Valentine's Day was a mess. There were balloons everywhere. Some of them were singing balloons, and let me tell you how annoying those are to deal with every day, because every single person who walks in the store thinks they're the greatest thing in the world. But listening to the same stupid song every day, millions of times a day, gets really old. So as a joke, after working a 16-hour day on Valentine's Day, I came home to my bedroom with some roses on my bed, which was really sweet, and a singing balloon from my mother. The flowers I liked, the balloon I wanted to stab. I ended up giving it to my brother, who sucked all the helium out of it, so I guess it did get used, but that is one of my favorite Valentine's Day memories. But like I said, it's one of the reasons that I can't do Valentine's Day anymore. That's it for today, guys. Be sure to go and check out all the other vlogs on Faith's post today, and make sure to leave some nice comments, and I can't wait to see everyone else's. Here we go. Right there. Gosh darn it, really. Where did you grow up? Misty is having fun in the closet. What? Cat butt.